Common Core State Standards, Math, 7th grade, Numbers Systems, 1 through 3, Expressions and Equations, 3, Numbers and Quantity, 2C, and we're adding and subtracting unlike fractions. And fractions are rational numbers. Rational numbers are all whole numbers, all fractions, and some decimals that either end, terminate, or repeat, and that includes all positive and negative. So we are moving on. In this very first example, we're going to look at 1/2 plus 1/4 because we're adding fractions. And because we're adding and we are not subtracting anything, we don't need the negative rules. But let's look at this, 1/2 plus 1/4. So if I take 1/2 here and I add 1/4 here, I am going to end up at 3/4. And let's look at it this way here. Without the number line, we need common denominators. So I know that I could multiply this by 2. So I multiply the numerator by 2. So 2 times 2 is 4, and 1 times 2 is 2, plus 1/4, and you get 3/4. And you do not have to do anything more because one less in the numerator than the denominator is simplified. So all answers in fractions must be simplified. So that was pretty basic and kind of from the past. Let's look at something a little bit harder. Number 2. And it says find. So we have to use our negative rules. Negative 3/4 plus 5/9 plus 7/4. So we have 3 fractions here. And we're going to look at the inside the parentheses, and we're going to take care of just this here. So negative 3/4 plus 5/9. Okay, so actually, when you are actually adding fractions and subtracting fractions, you can actually just take care of these two. Even though it's in parentheses, it doesn't change anything. Adding and subtracting are equal in the order of operations. So let's look at negative 3/4 and 7/4. Negative 3/4 plus 7/4. So these are different signs, so our negative rules come in, and they have the same common denominators, so we can just look at the numerators. If I have a negative and a positive, I'm going to subtract the digits, and I am going to get 4/4. And the 7/4 takes it, so it's positive. But now I have plus 5/9. So we can't forget that. So negative 4/4 and 5/9. Well, if you look at this, this is 1 and 5/9. And so, or it's 1 and 5/9. And that is our answer. So we follow the negative rules. And so now we have a fraction that's an answer. So let's look at it to be simplified. Does 2 go into both the numerator and the denominator? No. Does 3 go into both the numerator and the denominator? No. Does the numerator go evenly into the denominator? No. And it's a common fraction, so the GCF is 1. You are done. That is the answer. Thank you.